You are listening to episode 147 of the Autism Mom Coach, the Friends Formula. Welcome to the Autism Mom Coach podcast. I am your host, Lisa Candera. I am a lawyer, a life coach, and most importantly, I am the full-time single mother of a teenager with autism. In this podcast, I am going to share with you the tools and strategies you need so you can fight like hell for your child without burning out. Let's get to it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. If you are listening to this on the release date, Merry Christmas if you celebrate. If you're not listening on the release date or you don't celebrate Christmas, does not matter. This episode is for everyone, and it's going to be short and sweet because I am going to introduce you to a mindset shift that can completely change the way you approach difficult experiences or people. I call it the Friends Formula. Now, if you happen to be the person who has never seen an episode of Friends, I am talking about the way the sitcom named its episodes. Each episode began with the one with or the one where, like the one with the football or the one where nobody was ready. This is the formula. Now, how does this fit into autism parenting? Well, as autism moms, we constantly deal with situations that can feel overwhelming and very personal, like your mother-in-law asking you why your child only eats food that is orange, or the compare and despair you might feel scrolling social media and seeing other people's perfect family photos, or when a stranger in Target decides to give you advice you didn't ask for, or when your child desperately wants to play a team sport but struggles to keep up with the drills. Or when all of your child's peers are getting ready for college and your child isn't. These moments can feel very heavy, very personal. That's where the Friends Formula comes in. By labeling a situation with a lighthearted title, like the one where Grandmom asks about Ben's diet again, or the one with the meltdown in Target, you can shift from feeling emotionally overwhelmed to feeling less heavy, slightly amused, and more in control. And guess what? There is science behind this. Not specifically the Friends Formula, I made that up, but the concept behind the formula of emotional distancing. Emotional distancing is a psychological tool that's used in cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. The idea is that when we step back and view a situation as an observer instead of being caught up in it, we can reduce its emotional intensity. So it's the difference between watching a scene in the movie versus feeling like you are the character trapped inside of it. So why does this work? First, it puts you in control. Emotional distress also comes with feelings of powerlessness. So by naming the situation, you shift from feeling like a victim to being more of the storyteller. 2, it creates emotional space. When you name a moment, you separate yourself from it. It's no longer something you're drowning in. It's something that you are observing. And third, it lightens the mood. Humor reduces stress. And so when you can frame a situation as a quirky episode title, it can lose its heaviness. Now, of course, this formula is not for everything. You get to decide where you want to use it. So here's how to use the Friends Formula. When you find yourself in a frustrating or emotionally charged situation, give it a title like a Friends episode. So some examples. The one where your sister asks, "Are you sure?" The one with the flying iPad, or the one where the school called again. You get to be as creative with this as you want. The point here is that when you are doing this, when you are naming a situation and putting some distance between yourself and the situation, you are taking control. So instead of letting your emotions take over and jumping down someone's throat or sinking into despair, you get to decide in this moment that this situation doesn't have power over you, that you have power over the situation, first by the way you choose to think about it and the way you choose to respond. All right, I hope this one was helpful, and I will talk to you next year. Thanks for listening to the Autism Mom Coach. If you are ready to apply the principles you are learning in these episodes to your life, it is time to schedule a consultation call with me. Podcasts are great, but the ahas are fleeting. Real change comes from application and implementation, and this is exactly what we do in my one-on-one coaching program. To schedule your consultation, go to my website, theautismmomcoach.com, work with me, and take the first step to taking better care of yourself so that you can show up as the parent you want to be for your child with autism.